LeBron has been an underdog, according to Vegas, in 7 of his 9 finals appearances, which is interesting, meaning he's beat the odds several times. Will his underdog role, Tracy, help or hurt his legacy when we look back years from now? Like, will we look at okay, he was 3-6 or 3-7 in the finals, or will we look back of, hey, he got there X 9 times?
No, I mean, I think when you try to compare him to be the best ever, and that's comparing against Michael Jordan, then yes, that would be taken into consideration, him being 4 for 6 or 3 for whatever.
Right.
But I don't think it'll hurt his legacy. I mean, his legacy to me is solidified. You know, he's won 3 championships, but the one that he won in Cleveland trumps any championship that he won in Miami. And for him to go back and do that against a team like Golden State Warriors, to me, solidify who LeBron James is and his legacy forever. So whatever happens from this point on is just going to enhance it. And I don't think him losing this championship, if it was to happen, is going to hurt it.
I agree with you. I think if he wins this championship, obviously it enhances it even more because of the fact that the odds are so against him.
Yeah.
You know, he's a one-man band. There's no doubt about that. He just goes out there, he plays on a different level than everybody else, and he has to, carry guys to a certain extent to win championships. He's only had, the Miami team where you have a Chris Bosh and Dwayne Wade. You have those type of, superstars with you to give you obviously a greater chance to win championships. But when you take a Cavs team, as we look at this year, to the NBA Finals, I think that in itself has solidified the greatness of LeBron James. And I think the only thing he can do right now is to even get that to a higher standard or a higher point where we're all talking about how great this guy is. If they get to 6 games in this series,
right?
I'm looking at him like, man, this dude is and I already look at him like LeBron James he's off this planet. But if he can get this team against the Golden State Warriors to a Game 6, which means you have to go back to Cleveland, that would be remarkable within itself.
I mean, here are things I look at. First of all, there's only one of those NBA Finals that he lost where I would say that's kind of on him, right? The 2011 series to Dallas. 2. You think what, the last one
that's
against...
on him.
That's on him. That I would say that's really on him. That 2011 series to Dallas, he underperformed in that finals. All the other losses, I think, as the odds makers show, he did not have the better team. So I'm okay with him not winning when he didn't have the better team. I do think the consistency of getting there that many years in a row counts for something.
Absolutely.
I know Michael was 6 of 6, but getting there 9, not having any break in between, we have seen how hard that is. And I guess, I don't know, I look at Jerry West, right, who was 1-8 and then hung around him for so long, but then history has been kind to him and sort of he's the logo, he's Mr. Clutch, whatever. I also have a little bit of the problem with the number of rings being the thing that decides everything, because I get it. Michael won 6. I think Michael's the greatest player of all time. I got to cover Michael Jordan. I feel so lucky. But I don't know. We have someone who won 11 rings in Bill Russell. Like, if that's the decider, then I guess he's the GOAT. I mean,
Kareem is the greatest.
Well, I'm
Kareem
just
is the
saying.
greatest.
Oh, see, there you go.
That's again, we all probably have different opinions when it comes to that. A little biased, but the man was unguardable.
You had the up-close look?
Unguardable.
Right? I don't know. I'm just saying that 6 rings is a huge argument to be able to throw on the table, 6 out of 6. It's not the only argument.
I agree.